The Willys package. It used to just be a glorified decal package, but now there's a lot of upgrades to it. Some might even call it the Rubicon Lite, and here's why. Now we know there's a lot of you out there who are looking to buy a new Jeep, and you're wondering what trim level to get. So before we started building this one up, we really wanted to go over the Willys trim level and talk about it. So now, as you may know, in 2024, Jeep gave the JL and JT a full refresh. They got the new grille that allows more airflow. It got the antenna up into the windshield. It has that new 12-inch widescreen dash. And along with the refresh of the Jeep, the Willys package also got a refresh. Now, the Willys package to me has always been one of those that I've just always been really confused on, because you're invoking heritage when you use that Willys name. The Willys package has always just pretty much been a decal package. Yeah, sure, you got a limited slip in the back and an aggressive tire, but you're gonna put bigger tires on and, well, you're gonna put lockers in it if you're gonna do much serious off-roading. So the Willys package really was just decals. And with Jeep's 2024 refresh of the JL and JT, they also refreshed the Willys package, and it got a lot of parts out of the Rubicon bin. So many parts out of the Rubicon bin that some people are even calling the Willys the Rubicon Lite. So let's go over what comes on this Willys package. Now, first up in that Willys package, you get the LED headlights and LED fog lights. And if you've seen the difference between the LED versus a halogen, it's a big difference. The factory LED headlights are really nice. So as we move down the side, we get to the first of our Rubicon parts, and those are the steel rock rails. These are the same rock rails that come on a Rubicon, and they add a lot of protection to that rocker, especially on a four-door. Then you're onto the high-top flares, and these are the same high-top flares that you're gonna find on a Rubicon. They're a little bit taller, a little bit wider towards the back, so it's gonna give you more clearance for a larger tire. And speaking of a larger tire, you get those P285 tires that you're gonna get with a Rubicon. So this tire is a 32, arguably a 33-inch tall tire. It's taller, it's gonna help give you a little bit more clearance under the axles. Now, to give you a little more clearance between the chassis and the axles is you have the same springs and shocks that come on a Rubicon. Now, your window sticker is gonna say it's the Willys suspension, but it's the same springs and shocks as what you find on a Rubicon. Now, also, just like a Rubicon, the new Willys package comes with a Dana 44 axle front and rear. It has the M210 front axle and the M220 rear axle. They both have that 4:10 gear ratio that the Rubicons have, and the rear axle has that Dana electric locker that the Rubicon has. Now, the one big difference in the axles is that the Willys has that standard axle width, where the Rubicon has the wide track axles that are just a little bit wider. Now, there are a few things missing off of the Willys that you would find on the Rubicon. First off is the front axle, but because this Willys comes with a Dana 44 already, it'd be easy enough to add in a front locker if you need one. Then that electric sway bar disconnect. But you'll probably be moving up to an aftermarket suspension anyway, and so they're gonna come with quick disconnects. Then there's the products like the Anti-Rock from Rock Jock or those Auto Links from Apex Performance, and those really take sway bar disconnects to a whole different level. And then you have the 4-to-1 transfer case that is found in a Rubicon, but not in the Willys. They're gonna come with that standard 2.7 2-to-1 transfer case. And that 4-to-1 transfer case in the Rubicon is really nice, especially if you spend a lot of time rock crawling. But if you spend a lot of time in the sand or in the mud or anywhere else where you'd like to have torque of that low range, but you don't need anything as low as that 4-to-1, well, the standard 2.7 2-to-1 transfer case, that can be really nice. So with this refresh of the Willys trim level, we're starting to feel that Jeep has really now put a package together that's worthy of the heritage of the Willys name. It's now quite a bit more capable, and it has a lot of parts right out of the Rubicon bin. And this is probably why some people are calling it the Rubicon Lite. Now, even though this Willys package has a lot of parts out of the Rubicon bin, it doesn't have the same performance level. And so the price isn't the same. So our Willys Wrangler Unlimited costs right around $56,000. And if we were to spec out a comparable Rubicon, we'd be paying about $10,000 more here in Washington. And well, that's a big chunk of change difference. Whether you're paying outright or whether you're just putting some money down, gonna take on a monthly payment, that $10,000 can put a big dent in it, especially if you plan to add more stuff to your Jeep. Now, the Rubicon obviously is more capable than the Willys right out of the box. And so if that's in your budget, by all means go for it, because the Rubicon, not only is it a Rubicon, it's more capable, but it's also gonna have a higher resale value. But we're really finding the Refresh on this Willys trim package intriguing. You get more capabilities. Yes, it's not as capable as a Rubicon, but it's not as expensive as a Rubicon either. So this is where you come in. We'd really like to hear from you. I mean, is the Willys just a Rubicon Lite? Or is it really missing that much more? Or is the value worth that? Drop those down in the comment section below. I'll meet you down there.